Looking at the weekly here on pound dollar, you can see that we have broken the trend line that we have here on the daily. It looks like we could possibly be coming back to the 2303 level, so I'm looking for that to play out here as this is a potential possibility. The trend is not to the upside yet. We have just been doing a little retracement. Yes, it could get up here into the 2915 level, and we'll just have to wait and see because we're kind of right in the middle of there, but I'm feeling like this is just a little pullback and then push even higher. On the daily time frame, you can see how prices respected this trend line a bunch of times, and we've pushed up into it, and now we've failed, and we've also broken down here into this aqua zone and touching the brown level. So this could be the start of something new here. We may be seeing a new trend line form here to the downside of all things. So that's what I'm going to be looking at because hitting and breaching this demand or really good resistance here on the daily is very, very noteworthy. So I'm looking for this thing to really give us a good retest down into the 2300 level and to see how strong this chocolate zone is down here. Moving into the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have some very interesting support being drawn out here for us. A nice big wave to the downside, and it looks like we could be getting a retracement back up here into the 125.13 level as far as demand goes. So, or excuse me, as far as resistance goes. So this thing could pop back up into this level before we see another push to the downside. So overall, I would be thinking that this thing can pop up here just a little bit for us here today and push into this 125.13 4-hour time frame, and then push back down into the lows as far as support and resistance goes. So there is good support down here from 124.13 down to roughly 123.02. So you can see those two levels down there, one stacked on top of the other. But we could be getting a little bit of a retracement here before it continues to push to the downside. Over here on the euro dollar, you can see on the weekly time frame we have breakthrough to the downside, as we have been talking about for the past while. Seeing price break through the weekly demand zone here at 104.61. It's a huge thing. It breaks the weekly range that we have been in for over a couple of years now, and you can see how this thing has just ranged back and forth and back and forth. So now we have momentum, and obviously the euro versus the dollar is going to be losing some value here as we see price come down here. So I'm going to be looking from the big perspective. I'm just going to be looking for this thing to roll down to $1 even, and we'll see how it goes from there. Now, even though we are looking to the short side on the euro dollar, we're looking to the short side very, very heavily, I still think it's important that we realize that price could still retrace back up here again, okay, up to the 106.23 level before we push back down again. All right, so we want to be aware of price's ability to do that, just to shake out people that, hey, this is a major event. You know, the euro is losing value, and is it the right time to jump on board here? Well, we will find out, but I still think that we could get one more retest up here before we see a bigger push to the downside. So that's what I'd be looking for if you're not on board this thing to the downside yet. Look for the pullback up into this level here over the Christmas season, and we'll see how that plays out.